Lich like every single game, and I don't think Lich is like a hero that you can do that. He's a really good hero, but I don't think that he enhances any of the strategies that Empire is trying to run. Like, they're not really taking advantage of offensive Frost Shield. I guess now with Slark they can kind of take advantage of offensive Frost Shield, but I don't even know how many chances they're going to be able to be offensive in this lane. So right now, Gambit are sending the Lion, the Coddle, and the Pugna up top. And I mainly just want Pugna against Lich. As long as Pugna is laning against Slark, then yeah. I think life is good for Gambit, and Lich is going to be utterly useless.
30 seconds to battle.
Why is the Lich useless versus the Pugna?
I didn't mean Lich, I meant Slark specifically.
Okay.
But good question, because yeah, I meant as long as the Pugna's laning against Slark, then there's nothing that a Lich can do to help, and Slark cannot have a good laning phase if he's laning against a Pugna, because the Decrepify is just going to make it impossible for him to get anything done. No last hits, no harass, really nothing.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. They will have to somehow find a way to lane this Slark versus this Tide. I mean, that basically seems to be the entire idea, and they are actually walking him down, so this could be the information they need to make this work. But the Tide, is he moving? Or is he blocking? He's blocking. Okay, so this could work. This could still work. The hope for Empire is still alive.
It's a good initial read, but I think Gambit are more than willing to send probably the Lion down bot. They'll hold on to Pugna's TP scroll, I think. And they're really playing it close to the chest right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if Slark also doesn't have a lane, I think Gambit is still happy with that.
Why are they going back? Why are they going back? There we go.
They're waiting for someone to TP, but no one's gonna move until they see Slark show up into a lane.
They just spent like 2 minutes just sitting in this circle, not sure what to do. And this means Slark's gonna miss out on our entire lane of CS.
Rubik's keeping it warm.
Actually, yeah, no, they pushed down to tower, so that's actually really good. It means that Slark can come back in time, and we'll get himself some precious money, so to say. We'll take a bit of lane tax there for him. And now Tide already starting things out at level 2 though.
And they actually send the Coddle, not the Lion, so Vank score is going to come down bot. I guess that's fine. Blinding Light is equally irritating. As much as the Decrepify, so they're actually going to illuminate. Okay.
Yeah, they're going pretty far forward. Putting James in trouble here with the Frost Shield slowing him down. The right clicks as well from MF Moon. In comes the Decrepify, but it's not enough to keep him alive. The Frost Blast comes in to finish the job of Black Archangel. Will draw first blood onto the Pugna. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, it's actually the Naga mid, which is something we didn't really comment on a whole lot, as I kind of just assumed the Pugna would be there, but mixing things up, and Naga versus Arc Warden. So, Tsunami, how does this matchup go?
It's classic, vintage mid lane matchup. You used to see it all the time. I guess it's not that bad. Dahak, or at least for Naga Siren, it's not that bad, because Mirror Image can purge off Flux, and that's usually the biggest issue for people who aren't familiar with laning against an Arc Warden. It's like, how does my hero deal with Flux? Well, Naga Siren has no issues with it.
Yeah, and then you can just
casted this a single time, he's just holding on to it.
And you can just throw the illusions then into the Spark Race as well, so this is actually
exactly
pretty good. Well thought through from Gambit. Might have
so I don't
practiced.
imagine that's much of an issue, but they're still not sending this Pugna down bot, and Tide is taking a bit of abuse.
Tide, yeah, this is he's got no way out of this, does he? Oh, he's got mangoes to maybe slow people down. The Illuminate helps out as well. The Salve used, so will cancel. He really wants this kill on the Rubik. He's got the Fade Bolt, but it's not enough damage. Even with the right click, it's not enough to crack open the Watermelon, and he'll keep his...
He didn't even have Kraken Shell, wow.
He's just a big boy.
Big boy.
29 strength, 830 HP, and 4 armor under the tower, because he wasn't under the tower, so it'll just be 3 armor. Was it 2 armor the first tower gives you? I can't remember. I think they changed it recently.
They don't give you any armor anymore. Oh no, it's the other way around. You don't give the tower anymore.
It gives you 2 armor. Gotcha. Fancy. Okay. Well, a man on a horse is not as tanky as whatever Tide is.
Oh man, and he had Essence Shift skill, so he gets permanent Essence Shift already 3 minutes in the game. Hell yeah.
And that extra agi feels good, man.
That's amazing. Dude, thanks, score. Look at that -1 next to his agi. What a fool.
Can we get the Coddle to 0 agi? Tiny Coddle. So that's a Dream. So Dream should have a pretty good lane and a pretty good game, to be honest, but will it be good enough?
Yeah, I'm guessing the Gambit were just like, okay, we didn't, or they outsmarted us with the lane, but our Pugna's doing fine, so we'll just let him deal with Slark in the mid to late game rather than dealing with him in the laning phase. Because Apho9, despite that early death, I mean, there's not much that this Beastmaster can do to stop him. Decrepify is just too irritating for anyone to really deal with.
Say what you want about Black Archangel on this Lich. I do love it that every time he dies in a weird way or anything like that, he always spams out the voice line, you can't kill death. Such a dumb voice line to have, because you can spout when you died and that makes zero sense. Meanwhile, they get the root out onto the Arch Warden in the middle, and as King Ar's getting his gank on right now and chasing down Kodos under the tower. Doesn't look like he's going to survive, though, with the Fairy Fire. Definitely going to survive. Yeah, the illusion.
Oh, he didn't cut the right tree.
Oh, no.
One proc.
Riptide! Riptide, it comes in, is it enough? Oh, he's just about going to live. Kodos playing it close to the line, buddy. And no line wrapping around for the finish up on this, so Arch Warden will live to flux another day.
Fighting over this one.
Yeah, and West Moon though is going to get hexed up, and now the Decrepify, the damage is enough. Sorry, Nether Blast. Meanwhile, Lich backs himself away and picks up the rune, the Consolation rune. Meanwhile, it's actually two apiece, I think. No, actually, it's 3 to Empire. 3 to Empire. Look at the value of this shrine. Oh my god. Very nice to watch as all 3 heroes get up to max, almost making full value, each of them, from that shrine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that helps Dark Warden quite a bit because he had actually burned a salve trying to not die to that illusion, which worked, but then he couldn't come back to the lane because he was like, I have no HP. But still, this mid lane is like mostly a wash. Naga Siren has like a significant lead, but I don't think Arc Warden really dominates that many mid lane matchups, even whenever it's like a not heavily countered matchup like we mentioned with all the mirror image and whatnot stuff. So I'm not really too concerned about Arc Warden falling behind right now.
Sure. It's kind of like you know, some really good Arc Wardens, like I think I've seen Artesian Thompson completely like dominate people in the mid lane, but excluding those guys, it doesn't happen often. Meanwhile, Slark just getting to work on the Tide, purging off that Anchor Smash, and getting himself some Agi. Sweet Agi, but the Coddle's coming into this one, but we'll actually just connect on Dreamer. But Sayu's got a haste rune, he's just going to come in and start doing some damage here. Not even... No, they're going to go for this Tide now, they're a bit scared of the Illuminate. And Slark doesn't have his level 6 just yet, so he's not going to get his health back, but he has got 2 more tangos to go. And we'll need to keep sort of trying evading these Coddle Blasts as they come in. It's going to land on both. Oh no, only catch the Slark. Not full value, but still pretty damn nice.
The skill build from Vangsphere is so weird. I'm surprised that he didn't go for Blinding Light, because I would think that between Anchor Smash and Blinding Light, there would be too much stuff for Slark to worry about Dark Pacting, especially since the mana cost on Dark Pact got nerfed. So him going for this Illuminate build, yeah, it's forcing Slark to get more and more regen, but he's still being able to stay in experience range, he's still getting last hits. He is slightly falling behind the Tide as Kodos does fall in the mid lane to another line gank. But I don't know, it's surprising to me that Vangsphere is building like this.
Meanwhile, they find the Coddle behind the lines. Dream doing a lot of damage to this guy, and can they bring him down? Vanscore is dead, but Dream needs to get himself away from the Tide Hunter, who needs one more creep before he hits level 6. He does get it, but it's just too late. Imagine he got that a second earlier, because his Arcane Boots up and ravaged, and the Slug would die, but unfortunately, they weren't patient enough. Well, actually, it was the Empire initiating on them. So they will be left with nothing. Meanwhile, up in this top lane, which we haven't talked about so much, there has been a fair amount of action happening up here, though, as the Pugna lanes up versus the Beastmaster and the Lich in this lane. Seems to be Beastmaster favored, as expected, but Pugna doing okay as well, as the Lich is currently... I'm not really sure what he's doing, to be honest with you. He's walked down to bottom, he's got no mana, though, so...
I think he saw how much line was moving around, he's like... Damn, maybe I should be trying to help out on the lanes also. Because Beastmaster is doing really well, but that's because Lion has basically been migrating mid and successful. The first gank wasn't entirely successful, but it still wasted a lot of Arc Warden's time, and then the second gank was successful, so Lion's getting work done. Pugna is taking the sacrifice as a result, but he's still doing fine. He's 400 gold behind the Beastmaster. I would say that Pugna's relatively pleased with how this lane has gone so far.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty happy. And he's probably going to go for this the what's it called? Veil of Discord. That's the one. And it feels like a super value game for it, just because you've got a ton of damage, magic damage in the form of Lion and Kotl and Tide. So
Tide's trying to get some magic damage done. Has the Ravage. Didn't wait too long. A Hawk did spot him out, so he's like, all right, whatever. We'll just push this.
Let's do this. Meanwhile, Moon gonna throw some axes and get himself away. Though King Al does want to connect here, but can't find the range for his spells. So Moon will be fine. Meanwhile, Van Score left to defend bottom by himself. I'm actually surprised that they're not trying to go on him here, but I guess they just want to find the slug. Yeah, he's got his 6 now, so yeah. Pretty interested they're not just trying to kill his Coddle on the tower. I feel like they could, but I guess the TPs are always scary, especially now Tide has this Ravage as well.
Yeah, I don't know if they know if Tide walked up to top or TP'd top, so if Tide TP's down at the bot lane, that could be a disaster.
Let's finish
He
this.
did TP, and his TP's down for like quite a while, so Dream and Seiyu are kind of outsmarting themselves here. They'll get the kill, but it's a little bit more effort than it should.
Ooh, or that's not the leap you want.
Maybe they won't. He has Blinding Light now, and he just used Dirge Pack.
Ah. Oh dear, that's not the shadow dance you want. Meanwhile, the Arc Ward, no, sorry, the Lion is TPing in, but it's too late for Valscore. He's gone. He's gone. I couldn't see what that was to the damn cosmetic. A very silly cosmetic.
Well, at least Shadow Dance is down now, and they bring the Lion down. Top lane still hasn't been successful.
Oh,
It's sucking.
Beastmaster, yep.
That's not
Taking a ton of damage there, but it's okay. And now actually use a Frost Blast in, and now the Gaze. Come here, sir. He's going to get you in, but the Ravage comes in from behind, of course, only onto the Arc Ward and Illusion, but does get MYS Moon, and FNJ dies quickly afterwards, and Afterlife struggling to run down the ledge here. He actually pops a Chain Frost, but the finds for the Coddle of all people. That was a bit of a journey, but all the same, Black Archangel will survive. Meanwhile, at mid, they're going forwards here onto the hack. Can they get it? No, the song is out. And now the ultimate comes down, TP away from 4 heroes. That is a very valuable ultimate from the Mega Siren. Pretty unreal she was able to get that off. Bit of a blunder there from actually Empire, I would say. Rotating in 4 heroes in order to not get the kill. Not good.
Yeah, they don't have enough Disable to stop her from doing that. It's even moving forward, it's basically going to be Primal Roar and Telekinesis. I would almost want Kodos to itemize maybe Bloodthorn, or at least the Orchid earlier on. He's going for the Maelstrom, which everyone goes for. I'm glad he's not going for the Midas, though. That's something that I was not a fan of in 7.19, and now that Wraith Bands are so incredibly value, it doesn't surprise me that he's not going for that build now. It's just, it makes too much sense to have a second unit with all this Wraith Band Agi. Might as well just forget the Midas and worry more about building damage just based off of mid-game items.
Yeah, I mean, the previous Arc Wardens we've seen today have all gone for the level 1 Necro Book into a Midas. To me it sounds weird, but apparently it's the norm right now. Meanwhile, playing around the Shrine on Empire. I mean, they don't have this Ravage on Gambit, so I'm surprised they're showing this aggression, but I have to say, Game 2 looking much more even. I mean, there's still a Gambit advantage, and they're looking pretty good on the backs of this Mega Siren. We'll throw it over to Net Worth and see her well and truly on top. Meanwhile, the Spark limping behind a bit. He needs to find something in this game now. He's going for this Shadow Blade build.
Oh yeah, as opposed to the Solar Crest build.
I know, Nomad cries. One day. My dream will be kept alive.
Did not appreciate the tone of your voice there. This Shadow Blade, but what the hell's up with this Shadow Blade build?
What a scrub. What an idiot. What's he going for this dumb item for?
Yeah, he has a lot on his shoulders. Like I said, Mark Wharton is not gonna make
King R was like half a second, like half a millisecond away from casting Finger of Death on Illusion there. He like cooked that bad boy up and it's like, wait. That was nearly a really good bait out from the Rubik actually. He had mirror image, so was sending them in like one at a time. Now he gives up.
Lions are like 50 damage for a Rubik kill? Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, he's into it. Despite being like 1 hit away from death as well. It's like, no. Get me
Slark
that
is on the
damage.
prowl for this Coddle, but
Yeah.
gets juked out by Blinding Light.
Huge. As called in the draft actually, by some very intelligent man. King R setting up for this one. Vanstor and King R, they think they can do it. They think they can get him. I don't think they can though. No, they're backing out actually. Just defensive. Wasting his time. Playing around a bit.
It's working out right now, even though Slark's not getting any kills. The important thing is that Arc Warden isn't being put under any pressure, and that's Slark's job this game. even though usually Slark is the one who likes having room at 13 minutes. If he hasn't completed the Shadow Blade, right now it's more important for him to make space for the Arc Warden, so he's not getting kills, but he's keeping Lion busy. He hasn't used his finger a single time yet. Caudle isn't the once formidable free-forming force that he used to be. It used to be like, oh god, we're leaving Caudle alone, he's gonna get the Aghanim Scepter. Now we leave Caudle alone, who really cares? Yeah, I'm actually surprised I got that.
Tasty alliteration, yeah, nailed that one.
Is under attack.
Yeah, so Vangscore is free-farming, but no one really cares.
I'm pretty sure Vanscore doesn't even care. He's like,
Yeah, he's like,
push out this lane,
someone
stop
else
the
please
slug,
take
or
this
whatever.
lane.
Meanwhile, I mean, it's the Naga though. That's where the eyes are for me. And she's actually gone for the Boots of Travel, Yasha Boots of Travel build. So going to be TPing all over the map. These illusions are going to be everywhere. Meanwhile at top, yeah, they're going for Athlon Index. They're going to chase him down with the Frost. They're even going to use a roll for this one. Get that boy down, and down he goes. Finger comes out though in response. The Black Archangel will be dumpstered, and now they'll jump in and get the kill onto Sayu as well. 2 return kills for Gambit. They respond hard for killing their Pugna.
And they're going to be able to take this tower, even though we're not going to have any Nether Blasts. And Slark has really nothing better to do. He's not the best pusher, and it's far too late in the fight for him to join up top, so he's just going to try to do whatever. He's not even going to push. I mean, I know he's not a great pusher, but Ruby's right. Foolish of me.
I feel like King R is definitely taking a leaf out of Blitz's book and being a ride or die bitch this game, because you know, they blow up everything onto the Pugna, and then King R immediately just comes in, no hesitation, finger the 100 HP target. You take one of mine, I'll take one of yours.
Is this like
Street life.
I don't know, I saw like Ashed Remains. Is that because of the Immortal? Is that because it's 7.20 changes? Because like I saw a
really
unit,
know.
and
Keep
then
it
I
out
saw
for
like
next
a
time.
big black statue replacing it, and I'm like, oh, did he get like astral imprisoned or something? I was like, no, it's just the remains of who got fingered.
Oh, keep an eye out for it. Oh, big
Sinister
Pugna
Gaze.
again. Athlon J might be round 2 into the break for him as they blow him up. No problems at all. The Netherblast doing very little indeed. And there is not going to be a response this time, actually. Dream running forwards with the Shadow Blade. They're pinging him out like crazy. Look out, guys. King R, is he going to go for the blind side? Yeah, he's going to cross the barrier into the realm of vision. And he's going to have to go for the jump in, but the will, it catches him right on the edge. But now he jumps forward, dropping that ultimate. Just keep himself in this out of tower damage. They're looking for heroes, but it's struggling to find it. The Kraken Shell freeze. Afterlife, they use a roar out onto Bamscore, and the Rags will cut down the tree and make things a little bit easier for Dream to find one. Maybe going for 2, but has to be careful. He's got no more ulti left as Dahak comes into this one. He throws down the net, looking for Black Archangel, but no, he's backing himself away. They do not want to commit to this one. They are scared of this slot, and they have every right to be, because they do not have many ultimates left to deal with him as he sneaks his way around. Doesn't look like Empire are going to find any more here, but it's actually Empire. Oh, what?
Rubik's on the run. Caudle thought that he could cut him off with an Illuminate, but then Rubik's like, oh sweet, free kill. 4 points in Fable, 3 points in Arcane Supremacy, easy.
Yep, go for it, buddy.
I'm a little bit disappointed with how long Dahak took to get into that fight. It's possible that his BOTs and his TP were both down, which is kind of odd, but whatever the case, like there was a good
Tower is under attack.
10 seconds at least where Lion and Tidehunter both knew that they were going to get very quickly attacked by a Slark, and then Caudle put out the Will-O-Wisp, and I would have thought that would have been enough time for Dahak to come in and use Song, but Song wasn't used. Maybe he was like, you guys can handle this, you don't need my help, but Ravage was down, and so I don't know, it's a little bit surprising how apprehensive Dahak was to get into the fight, but it didn't end up being that big of a deal for Empire, just Slark getting a little bit more of the lead.
I mean, I know that feeling, you know, there's a fight going on and you're just like, man, like, you know, I'm just going for my
Come on,
GPM record this
guys.
game, like, I don't want to fight, I just want to
free farming right now.
get
Why
that
do you gotta
leaderboard
get into
position.
fights?
I want a Nahaz tweet, that's what the hack's after. He wants a Nahaz tweet, but he ain't gonna get it, because up onto the high ground he goes, he tries to fight the storm, but no, the gaze is there, can he pull it off? Yes he can, just about. Now using that shrine and TP himself away. Feels like a bit of greed to use a shrine as well as TP away there, but whatever.
I don't know, maybe that Frost Shield could have finished him off, it was still ticking. He gets away. Song is spent
That's
defensively, but Ravage is up now, so it doesn't really mean that Empire suddenly gets a window to start doing stuff. And Arcane Rune up on Afo 9, and Vangscore has maxed out Chakra Magic. They need to show up bot, otherwise 2 tiers are going to get claimed very quickly.
You know, with Naga using the shrine, I remember when shrines first came out, and I saw this Reddit post. It didn't get any traction. It was like a 5 upvote Reddit post, but it was like, shrine abusers are ruining.
6 upvotes.
Oh, no, I definitely downvoted it. It was this guy saying that shrines are being abused by my pub teammates and use them irresponsibly. This is when the shrines first came out. So every time someone uses a shrine, everybody should get a pop-up. And it needs all 5 of you to vote for it before you can use shrine. Can you imagine? Like you're there half dead at the shrine, just pinging on it desperately. Your teammate's just like, well.
Oh no.
You're dying to bet about the points.
Anyway.
I might need it later, so.
Dota 2's not a democracy, unfortunately.
Fortunately, some might say. As Gambit smoked up, getting all over Empire right now. And Naga, she's just up in the top lane. This is a 4-man fight. As there comes the finger, and Kurnos is taken care of. They've also got the glitch inside this one as well. And this ultimate from the Coddle being so damn annoying, and they will finish him off as well. Gambit finding 2 kills, and Naga nowhere to be seen, just farming up and farming up and farming up while the team get work done around the map. Gambit playing like clockwork right now and really feeling pretty good about it.
I mean, Naga nowhere to be seen, I'm fine with. The fact that Slark was fighting against a Naga and was also nowhere to be seen near that bot fight, that's troublesome, because Tidehunter did not have to use Ravage at all. They were able to successfully get that Arc Warden kill just off of a Gush, Earth Spike, and the Will-O-Wisp. So they have Ravage moving forward, and again, it's still maxed out Nether Blast, maxed out Chakra Magic. This is, and Aether Lens as well. This is such a free push for Gambit.
And they will take full advantage of that, popping their Pugna on the front lines with that Tidehunter as well. They've also got the Frost Mage as well, as Tide had this helm on the Dominator, which I didn't really mention, but Tide helm, is this normal?
Yeah, like I said, usually people aren't necessarily going for the blink first, and you can't completely skip the blink, which is what Force F is queued up for. It's either Dominator or Greaves. The hood is a little bit surprising. I'm surprised that he found it necessary to go for a hood, because there's not even really that much magic damage coming out.
Yeah, maybe he thought the Pugna was on the other team.
Or maybe he's just terrified of Arcane Supremacy. I don't know what the case is. Because they don't need a pipe either. I don't know. It's weird that he went for the hood. But whatever the case, usually we'll see Dominator or Greaves. And then him skipping the blink, I'm also okay with that.
Have you seen the net worth chart there?
No.
It's, looking pretty stacked for Tahak here.
That's gold.
720 gold per minute at the 21-minute mark. That's pretty damn good.
And now they get to do this road for free because Tidehunter did not have to spend Ravage. Hawks are scouting it out.
Oh dear, gets killed by the Nether Blast. Poor little Hawk gave his life for the cause. He can no longer run away, can he, the Hawk?
And nope. He's committed to his location. He dies.
Champion.
He's ride or die. Oh, Hex up on the Slark.
Oh, they have him on the backline, but the Will-O-Wisp going to hold him still. He's used the ultimate already. Then he's going to throw down the Ravage and finish him off. Dreen is dead. And okay. Empire now have a Ravage to work with. I imagine I'll give away this Roshan and look for a fight later on with this Blink Ravage on the Rubik. And when their Slark is a little bit more healthy, but I think you got to run away now. So if you die with this Ravage, I mean they've got a chance to take a good fight, which wasn't looking possible before now.
Arc Warden's not able to pass this rush without his.
And Naga commits the song, right? Dahak not really reading the room.
Yeah, I mean,
game
they
very
saw
well,
Ravage. They were like, dude, I swear to God, if your Ravage costs us this Aegis. So defensive play, but I don't think that Gambit are in any rush to start doing anything with the Aegis. Dahak is getting close to his heart. I imagine they're just gonna let him farm it out. Which does give Arc Warden a little bit more time, but they know that Arc Warden does not have the Midas, so it's not as stressful as it typically is whenever you're like, oh god, we're farming, but also is Arc Warden, he's gonna outfarm us. It's not that big of a deal right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think... What's his GPM? He's currently sitting at 404, which is quite frankly bad for an Arc Warden.
Nagasaren's a country mile ahead of him, so Dak feels no pressure whatsoever. Dream, though, he feels a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he's not having the best game in the world, and now that he's being hunted by this Naga under the sentry with the net, nothing but net, and Slark maybe, although the Rubik's coming in, he's got this Ravage, here we we go. Ravage on to 5. This could be a nice turnaround. The chainsaw comes through as well, but where's that follow-up damage? They're going to need a little bit more than what they're putting out right now, but down goes the Tidehunter. He is dead. The Hack's dropping low as well. They'll take him down once, but the finger takes down Dream from the high ground. Kinga does find the snipe. It's going to be the rest of Empire to bring down the Hack for the second time. The Roar is out. The life drain from Alpha. Although Moon's going to try and chase him away as down comes the lamp. Going to force Empire into a deep slumber. Finally, they managed to take down Vanskor. Yeah, gets him. They're looking for the Hack as well, but the Hack's so damn fast. With Naga Siren, she flies away, and actually that's a heart coming into her. She's going to come back into this fight, and they're just like, oh no. The Hack suddenly full HP. What's going on? And now they jump on top of the Arc Warden, but down he goes all the same. I mean, inside the bubble didn't protect him at all. Naga Siren doesn't care. Meanwhile, Kinga will die in response, and now get down from there, Sayu. As he used the Blinding Light. Return Blinding Light is popped, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep this poor old Rubik alive as they hunt and hunt and hunt.